Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Hello everyone. Let's continue with the deviations from Mendelism. In the last video, we have studied two deviations, that is incomplete dominance and codominance. Now moving to the third deviation, that is Pleiotropy. As we know that a single gene codes for a single character, so it will be showing a single phenotypic effect. But here in case of pleiotropy, it is a phenomena in which a single gene show multiple effects, or we can say a single gene will code for more than one phenotypic characters. So the phenomena in which a gene is coding for more than one character or a single gene is showing multiple phenotypic effects, that phenomena is called as pleiotropy. Let's see the example of pleiotropy. First example is Phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria is a metabolic disorder. It is also a genetic disorder in which the gene which is responsible for producing an enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase, that gene becomes defective. So, phenylketonuria, it is a metabolic disorder. Now, in this disorder, let us see what happens. In a normal human body, phenylalanine amino acid is converted into tyrosine in presence of enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. This conversion occurs in liver. But when the gene responsible for producing the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase is defective, in that case this enzyme will not be produced. As this enzyme will not be produced, this conversion will not take place. So what will happen? The phenylalanine, it accumulates into the brain cells and it gets converted into phenylpyruvic acid. Now this phenylpyruvic acid will get concentrated or accumulated inside the brain, which results in number of phenotypic effects. The phenotypic effects are the loss of pigmentation of skin and hair, and it causes mental retardation. So because of the malfunctioning of a single gene, that is the gene which is responsible for production of the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, if that is defective, in that case the conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine in the liver does not occur. So in that case the phenylpyruvic acid gets accumulated inside the brain, which results in three phenotypic effects, that is the skin depigmentation, the hair depigmentation and the mental retardation of the person. So a single gene is producing multiple effects. That means that single gene is responsible for the skin and hair pigmentation and the mental stability of the person. So this is one example of pleiotropy. Now let us move to another example of pleiotropy, that is in pea plant, the starch synthesis, the shape and size of the starch grain, it is being controlled by a single gene. So here in case of the pea plant, the three effects, or we can say the three phenotypic effects, are being controlled by a single gene. That single gene is responsible for the synthesis of the starch, it is responsible for the shape of the starch grain, and it is also responsible for the size of the starch grain. Now let us see the allelic combinations for producing these three effects. Number one, if the alleles they are present in homozygous dominant state, in that case the starch grain will be round in shape and large starch grains will be formed. means the starch synthesis will be there. That is the first effect. Second effect is that the shape of the starch grain will be round, and the third effect is that large starch grain will be produced. That means the size will be large. The second combination of the alleles, that is heterozygous condition, capital B and small b. Here we can see the starch synthesis will take place. Second, the round starch grains will be there and the size of the starch grain will be intermediate. Third combination, that is the two recessive alleles will be together, small b and small b. Here starch synthesis will take place. Second, the shape of the starch grain will be wrinkled, and third, the small starch grains will be produced. So, a single gene has got three effects, or it shows three multiple phenotypic effects in the plant. So, the first is the synthesis of starch, second is the shape, and third is the size of the starch grain. So, depending upon the allelic combinations, the phenotypic effect it varies. So, these two are the examples of pleiotropy, that means single gene producing multiple phenotypic effects. Now, moving to the next deviation, that is polygenic inheritance. As the name indicates, polygenic. Poly means number of, genic means genes. That means number of genes producing a single effect. Again it is deviating from Mendelism. How? Mendel have told one gene produce a single phenotypic effect. So here you can see number of genes, they are together producing one phenotypic effect. This polygenic inheritance was discovered by Galton in 1833. So he have called these traits as polygenic traits. The traits or the characters which are controlled by more than one genes, such characters are called as polygenic traits, and the phenomena is called as polygenic inheritance. The other name of polygenic inheritance is quantitative inheritance. Quantitative inheritance means that here the main point of consideration is the quantity of genes, as more than one gene is coding for a single character. So here the quantity is taken into consideration. So that's why this polygenic inheritance is also called as the quantitative inheritance. Now let us see the example of this quantitative inheritance or polygenic inheritance. The example that is most common is the human skin color. You all know that throughout the world number of skin colors are there. That skin colors are due to the production of the skin pigment, that is melanin. So depending upon the concentration of melanin produced in an individual, the color varies from the dark to the fair. If more melanin is being produced, the color of the person will be dark, and if very less melanin is being produced, the color of the person will be fair or white. So the variations you can see, and apart from the dark and apart from the white, you can see a number of intermediate colors. Okay. So what is the reason behind that? Let us see. Here the human skin color, that means the production of the melanin pigment is being coded by three genes A, B and C. So together they are called as polygenes because they are causing a polygenic inheritance, or they are responsible for a polygenic trait. So A, B and C together called as the polygenes, and these polygenes are responsible for the human skin color. So let us see the combination of the three genes. In the first you can see all the three genes are in homozygous condition, means the two alleles of each gene, they are in homozygous dominant condition. That is capital A, capital B and capital C, as all the 6 alleles of the 3 genes, they are in homozygous dominant condition, the color of the person will be dark. Okay, that means the production of melanin will be more, so the color of the person will be dark. Second combination, you can see that all are in recessive type. That means all the recessive alleles of the 3 genes are present, that is small a, small b and small c. In this case, the color of the person will be fair or white. That means the melanin production will be very less, and because of that the person will be fair or white in color. Now coming to the third combination, that is about the intermediate color between the dark and the white. Here one allele is dominant and other is recessive, means the condition is heterozygous. Capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. In this case, the color of the person is intermediate. If this combination of alleles is there in the person, that person is called as the mulatto. Okay, so in case of mulatto, the intermediate color combination is there between the dark and the white. But you can see a number of variations in the human skin color. Some are more close towards the dark and some are more close towards the fair color. That is because of number of genotypic combinations of these 6 alleles. So about 27 genotypic combinations of these 6 alleles are possible, and because of those combinations the color vary from dark to the fair or white color, and in between number of intermediate skin color types are seen. So this was about the polygenic inheritance or the quantitative inheritance. As we have seen in this example, the color of the person depends upon the quantity of genes. More the quantity of homozygous genes, more the pigment melanin will be produced. Less the quantity of the homozygous dominant genes and more the quantity of the homozygous recessive genes, more fair the person will be. So this is the example of polygenic inheritance or quantitative inheritance. In this class, we have studied all the deviations from Mendelism, starting from the incomplete dominance, then the codominance, multiple allelism, after that Pleiotropy, and in the last polygenic inheritance along with the examples. So the deviations from Mendelism is being complete. In the next video, we will be starting the new topic, that is rediscovery of Mendel's laws. So, bye for now and take care.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.